Obtain the Thevenin and Norton equivalent circuits at terminals A, B of the circuit in figure. We have to find Thevenin equivalent and Norton equivalent for this circuit. Solution. First of all, we will find Thevenin equivalent. For Thevenin equivalent, we need RTH. So to find RTH, we will turn off all the independent sources. So here all the sources are independent and are voltage source. So this will be short circuited. Also this will be short circuited. Now here we can see that this 6 ohm and 6 ohm forms a Y connection. So we will convert it into its equivalent delta connection. So it will be like this. Now this will be, let's say this is RA and this is RB and this is RC. So RA is equal to RB is equal to RC. Now this will be 6 into 6 plus 6 into 6 plus 6 into 6 divided by 6. So this is equal to 6 into 6 plus 6 into 6 plus 6 into 6 divided by 6. So it is 18 ohm. Now again we will redraw the circuit. This will be 18 ohm. Also this will be 18 ohm. This will be 18 ohm. We will erase this RC, RB and RA. Now as we can see that this 2 ohm is in parallel with this 18 ohm. So 2 ohm parallel with 80 ohm will be, this will be 2 into 18 divided by 2 plus 18 is equal to 2 into 18 divided by 2 plus 18. So it is 1.8 ohm. 1.8 ohm. So this will be 1.8 ohm. Now here this 2 ohm is in parallel with this 18 ohm. This 2 ohm parallel with this 18 ohm. So this will be 2 ohm parallel with 18 ohm. So again this will be 1.8 ohm. 1.8 ohm. Now this 1.8 ohm is in series with this 1.8 ohm. So this will be 1.8 ohm plus 1.8 ohm. 1.8 plus 1.8 is equal to 3.6. So it is 3.6 ohm. Now this 3.6 ohm, this hole is this hole is 3.6 ohm. It is in parallel with this 18 ohm and this 2 ohm. So RTH, this is our RTH. So RTH will be equal to, or 1 upon RTH will be equal to, this will be 1 by 3.6 ohm, 1 by 3.6 ohm plus 1 by 18 ohm plus 1 by 2 ohm. 1 by 18 ohm plus 1 by 2 ohm. So this will be 1 by 3.6 plus 1 by 18 plus 1 by 2. So this is 0 point or 5 by 6. So 1 by RTH is equal to 1 by RTH is equal to 5 by 6. Therefore, RTH is equal to 1 by answer, which is 6 by 5 or 1.2. So 1.2 ohm is the value of RTH. Next we have to find VTH. So to find VTH, we will again redraw the circuit. So here this will be VTH, this will be positive, this will be negative. Now we will find VTH using mesh analysis. Suppose this is mesh number 1 with current I1, this is mesh number 2 with current I2, and this is mesh number 3 with current I3. So this will be positive, this will be negative, positive, negative, positive, negative, here positive, this will be negative, positive, negative, positive, negative. Here this will be positive, this will be negative, positive, negative, positive, negative. Now we will apply KVL to mesh number 1. So this will be, we will start from here, this will be 2I1 minus 12 plus 6 I1 minus I2 plus 6 I1 minus I3 minus 12 is equal to 0. So this will be 2I1 minus 12 plus 6I1 minus 6I2 plus 6I1 minus 6I3 minus 12 is equal to 0. Now this will be 2 plus 6 is 8 and 8 plus 6 is 14. So 14I1, then this will be minus 6I2, then minus 6I3, then this will be minus 12 minus 24. So minus 24 when it goes on right side, so this will be 24. Let's say this is equation number 1. Now we will apply KVL to mesh 2. Apply KVL to mesh number 2. Let's say we will start from here. So this will be 6I2 minus I1, 6I2 minus I1, then plus 2I2 plus 2I2 plus 6I2 minus I3 plus 6I2 minus I3 plus 6I2 minus I3, then is equal to 0. So this will be 6I2 minus 6I1 plus 2I2 plus 6I2 minus 6I3 is equal to 0. This will be minus 6I1, then this will be 6 plus 2 is 8 and 8 plus 6 is 14. So plus 24I2 minus 6I3 is equal to 0. Let's say this is equation number 2. Now we will apply KVL to mesh number 3. Apply KVL to mesh number 3. This is apply KVL to mesh number 2. This is mesh number 3. So this is mesh number 3. We will start from here. So this will be plus 12, then plus 6 I3 minus I1, plus 6 I3 minus I1, then plus 6 I3 minus I2, plus 6 I3 minus I2, then plus 12, then plus 2i3 is equal to 0, plus 2i3 is equal to 0. So this will be 12 plus 6i3 minus 6i1 plus 6i3 minus 6i2 plus 12 plus 2i3 is equal to 0. Now this will be minus 6i1, then minus 6i2, then this will be 6 plus 6, 12, and 12 plus 2, 14. So plus 14i3, then this is equal to minus 24. This 12 plus 12 is 24 when it goes on right side, so minus 24. Let's say this is equation number 3. Now solving equation 1, 2 and 3. Solving equation 1, 2 and 3, we get mod 5, 2. So this will be 14 minus 6 minus 6, 24. From equation 2, this will be minus 6, then 24, then minus 6 is equal to 0. Then from equation number 3, this will be minus 6, minus 6, then 14 is equal to minus 24. So therefore I1 is equal to 1.2 ampere, I2 is equal to 0, and I3 is equal to minus 1.2. Minus 1.2 is the value of I3. We have to find this VTH, and VTH is equal to 12 plus 2 into I3. VTH is equal to 12 plus 2 into I3. I3 is minus 1.2 ampere. So this will be 12 plus 2 into minus 1.2. 12 plus 2 into minus 1.2. This is 9.6 volt. 9.6 volt is the value of VTH. Now what we have to find? We have to find Thevenin equivalent and Norton equivalent. Now for Thevenin equivalent, we have the value of RTH and VTH. RTH is 1.2 ohm. RTH is equal to 1.2 ohm, and VTH will be in series with RTH. So this will be VTH is equal to 9.6 volt. This is terminal A, this is terminal B. Next we have to find Norton equivalent circuit. This is Thevenin equivalent circuit. Thevenin's equivalent circuit. Next we have to find Norton equivalent circuit. So Norton equivalent circuit will be, this will be Rn, which is Norton's resistance. This will be Rn. This is terminal A, this is terminal B. Rn is equal to RTH, and RTH is equal to 1.2 ohm. 1.2 ohm, and this is current source, which is IN. This will be IN. Now IN is equal to VTH by RTH. VTH is 9.6 volt and RTH is 1.2 ohm. So 1.2, 9.6 divided by 1.2 is 8 ampere. This will be 8 ampere. So IN is equal to 8 ampere. This is Norton's equivalent circuit